appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one, looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Go red.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Come get some. Come go, lead. Here, kill, kill, kill.
Flacco from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Rush in. Rush in. Red. Recon. 132 fighter. Switch gears. Switch gears.
Passing play. Flacco. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Slant. 20. 51. Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Key to tight end.
Now it's Flacco. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On play action, now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Todd Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
No, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
You mine. Check 52 to mine. Check 52 to mine. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, Mike 52. Mike, yo, we. You. Mike 52. Mike 52. Bravo. Woo! Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, defense. Let's go.
Now Flacco. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. No, I question his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's bring it.
First throw now for the backup lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check 26. Hey, orbit. Watch Mike. Hey, get away.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Bunt, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Brady now on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 26. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Edelman was the intended target. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Delta. I got you. I got you. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Defense.
A final shot before half for Locke. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Echo. No, check that. What, Mike 52 right here. 52. I'm going to come back to you. 5'2" is the Mike. Mike 5'2". Mike 5'2". Not here. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Locke now on 1st down. That's caught left side by Jake Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, Can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here we go, D. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. You must be.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And he slings one that's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Lock on third down. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's got this down to the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsay, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
37-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Quit talking about it and bring it. Deuce. General West.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Michael Bennett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to settle them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Denver.
Break. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 80 weapon. Watch the slant. 49.
They'll go option to the short side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, Alpha. 51 for Mike, boy. 51. Get it.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. This is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories of that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Hey, let's go. Greystone, travel. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
From the gun, it's locked. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their own 22.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was looking for Edelman there, and it's 2nd down.
Wait, that 53. Check flag 47. Let's get the ball. Alert.
To throw again. Brady looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie. Get your swerve on. Hey, 66.
Brady to throw again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Oh, he can't get